The sky is pale, Sage. The world feels slow and gentle.
Yes, young friend. Dawn invites us to slow with it, to breathe.
My thoughts still run like deer. How do I begin to hush them?
Begin by noticing the breath. Nothing else. In, out. Simple.
I notice, but then I judge. The breath feels rough, uneven.
Treat it like a guest. Let it arrive as it is, without scolding.
So I only watch, no need to fix.
Only watch. The Buddha called this bare knowing. It is enough.
Bare knowing. I like that. It sounds light, not heavy.
Lightness is our nature when we stop clinging to every passing cloud.
The clouds of thought.
Exactly. They drift across the bright sky of the mind.
The raven is bright. It feels foggy to me.
Fog lifts when warmth arrives. Kind attention is that warmth.
Kind attention. So I don't fight the fog. I warm it.
Yes, breathe in, feel the cool air. Breathe out, offer warmth.
I try now. In. Cool. Out. Warm. A soft glow spreads.
That glow is calm. Stay with it gently.
Birds sing in the reeds. Their notes rise and fade.
Let them be part of the breath. Sound in, silence out.
Sound in, silence out. My chest loosens.
Notice that loosening, awareness turns any moment into a teacher.
Even small moments.
Especially small ones. Enlightenment hides in plain sight.
I once thought enlightenment was thunder and lightning.
Sometimes thunder, but more often the quiet ripple of a pond.
I see the pond now, still yet alive.
Its stillness mirrors your own budding stillness.
But ripples come when wind blows.
Ripples teach impermanence. Nothing in the pond resists change.
Should I stop the wind?
Wind will blow. Your task is to watch, not command.
Watch the wind, the breath, the ripples. Just watch.
Watching with tenderness, not boredom. Curiosity keeps the heart open.
I feel open now. Yet part of me asks, what's next?
Notice that question. Smile at it. Then return to the breath.
So returning is the practice.
Yes. We wander, we return. Each return polishes the mirror.
How long must I polish?
Until the mirror shows things as they are clear, without dust.
Will I know when that day comes?
The knowing is quiet. No trumpets. Only ease.
Ease sounds lovely. I glimpse it now.
Hold it lightly, like water in cupped hands. Tighten, and it spills.
I won't tighten. I will rest.
Good. Rest in awareness. Let dawn unfold inside you.
The sun peaks over the hills. Golden light touches the lotus.
See how the lotus blooms without hurry. It trusts the sun.
Can I trust the path like that?
Yes, trust grows with every gentle breath.
Gentle breath. Gentle heart.
And a mind clear as the pond at first light.
Thank you, Sage. I feel ready for the next step, yet content here.
That balance is precious. Keep it. We will walk on when the sun is higher.
Until then, I will sit, breathe, and watch the lotus.
May your watching be soft, and your heart as open as the flower.
The morning grows warmer, Sage. Shall we move from the pond?
Yes, let us walk to the gates of Bodhi tree. Its shade is kind.
Its leaves shimmer like little hearts in the breeze.
A fitting place to speak of the heart's first task, knowing dukkha suffering.
Suffering feels heavy. Will this talk darken the mind?
No. Seeing a thorn clearly is the first step to removing it.
So the first noble truth is simply recognizing the thorn.
Precisely. Life brings birth, aging, loss, and change. All leave marks.
I have known restlessness on the road and grief from my mother. Are these marks?
They are, but do not add blame. The Buddha taught only to observe.
Observe the ache without calling it failure.
Yes, when we deny pain, we tighten around it. When we see it, space appears.
I feel a small knot in my chest even now.
Place your hand there. Breathe gently. Name it. Here is tension.
Here is tension. It loosens the moment I speak.
Awareness is a balm. The knot feared darkness. Now it is met by light.
So the first truth is not pessimism. It is honesty.
Honesty with compassion. Like a doctor who first says, "I see the wound."
The doctor does not scold the patient.
Nor should we scold ourselves for hurting.
What about joys, sage? Are they also tinged with suffering?
Notice how sweet fruit still leaves the tongue, how song still ends.
Impermanence again.
Exactly. Even pleasant moments carry the seed of change.
When they pass, longing appears.
Longing is dukkha's quieter cousin. We will meet it deeper along the path.
For now, I just watch every flavor. Ache, longing, even joy.
Watch and whisper, this, too, is part of life.
I sit under the Bodhi tree. Sunlight flickers through leaves bright, then dim.
Let those flickers teach you. Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral they rise and fade.
Nothing stays.
And that very realization begins to ease the grasping heart.
A bird cries overhead. Its note vanishes into blue.
Hear it fully, then let it go. This is gentle insight.
Is insight always gentle?
When joined with kindness, yes. Harsh insight cuts. Gentle insight heals.
My breath feels softer now. The knot is almost gone.
Remember this moment. The first truth acknowledged becomes a doorway, not a wall.
A doorway to what?
To freedom, but first, courage to keep looking honestly.
I will gather that courage leaf by leaf, like the tree gathers light.
Beautiful image. Let your courage be green and supple, never brittle.
If fear returns,
Meet fear as you met the knot. Name, breathe, allow.
name, breathe, allow. I can do that.
Good. Rest now in the cool shade. Let understanding settle like dust on a quiet road.
I feel quietly awake, yet at peace.
That quiet wakefulness is the seed of wisdom. We will water it together.
Thank you, sage. The first truth no longer frightens me.
It has become a friend showing the way. Keep listening.
I will. For now, I listen to the leaves and to my own calm heart.
May both guide you gently toward the next truth when you are ready.
The afternoon sun glimmers on the river, sage. The water moves but looks calm.
A good place to speak of movement within us, the pull of craving.
Craving, you mean wanting things?
Yes, the Buddha called it tanya, the thirst that stirs the mind.
Thirst sounds natural. We all need water.
True, but this thirst chases mirages endless, unsatisfied.
Like when I long for praise or fear losing coins in my pouch.
Exactly. Notice how wanting praise tightens the chest, how clinging to coins knots the belly.
I can feel both knots when you name them.
That feeling is the second noble truth. Craving is the cause of suffering.
So the first truth shows the thorn. The second shows the hand pushing it in.
A clear image. The hand is grasping. The thorn is pain.
If I open the hand, does the thorn fall out?
Eventually, yes. First, we must understand how the hand tightens.
Teach me, please.
Look at the river. A leaf floats by. Do you want to keep it?
No, it's just a leaf.
Thoughts and feelings are like leaves. They pass. Craving tries to net them.
Why do I net some leaves but not others?
Because you believe certain leaves can complete you.
Can they?
No leaf can fill the sky, yet the sky is whole.
So I am already whole, but I forget.
Forgetting breeds craving. Remembering brings ease.
I remember now. Briefly. But the mind will forget again.
When it does, smile gently and recall the river ever flowing, never possessed.
What about desires that feel noble, like helping others?
Intention matters. Loving desire is open-handed. Grasping desire is clenched.
Open-handed, I picture giving water, not hoarding it.
Beautiful. Giving waters the roots of compassion. Hoarding dries them.
Sometimes I crave certainty. Is that another net?
Yes. Life is a river, not a stone tablet. Craving certainty fights the current.
When I fight, I grow tired.
Tiredness is dukkha's echo. Release and you float.
How do I release in the moment craving appears?
First, notice. Say softly, ah, wanting. Second, feel where it sits in the body.
I sense it now, a tug behind the eyes.
Third, breathe into that spot. Let the tug loosen on the out-breath.
In. Ah, wanting. Out. Loosening. The tug eases.
Fourth, redirect attention to something spacious, the river's sweep, the open sky.
Spaciousness dilutes the craving.
Yes, space shows the thirst to be small and passing.
Will craving ever end completely?
Like waves, it may return, but each mindful release weakens its force.
So practice turns waves into ripples.
Well said. Ripples disturb little. The heart stays clear.
I feel clearer now. The coins in my pouch seem lighter.
Because the pouch is no longer in your mind's fist.
I will practice opening the fist again and again.
That is the way. Gentle persistence shapes freedom.
Thank you, Sage. The river teaches well.
Nature is a silent sutra. Listen, and the second truth becomes vivid.
I will sit here a while watching leaves pass without nets.
May each passing leaf remind you, nothing owned, nothing lacking.
Nothing owned, nothing lacking. The words feel like cool water.
Drink them slowly, and let evening find us in quiet content.
The sun sinks behind the peaks, Sage. Gold fades into rose and violet.
Dusk invites us inward, toward the hush beyond craving.
Beyond craving. Is that the third noble truth you promised?
Yes. Nirodha, the cessation of suffering, the cool stream after long thirst.
It sounds like a distant dream. Can it truly be known here now?
Not only known, tasted, the way you taste fresh air on this ridge.
I breathe in. The air is crisp, clean, almost sweet.
Let that sweetness hint at freedom. When craving falls silent, the heart tastes like this.
Silent craving. My mind stirs less than earlier, yet whispers remain.
Whispers are fine. Freedom is not a blank void. It is space around the whispers.
So cessation isn't destroying thoughts, but loosening their grip.
Exactly. Imagine holding a bell. When you open your hand, the bell still exists, but no longer weighs you down.
I like that. The sound may ring, yet the hand is free.
Well seen. Now, close your eyes. Feel the body sitting on the earth.
I feel firmness beneath, cool grass brushing my ankles.
Notice the natural rhythm of breath, gentle as evening wind.
In, out, soft and effortless.
Between in and out there is a tiny pause still, lucid.
I sense it, a brief, quiet chamber.
That chamber is a doorway to cessation. Even a heartbeat of silence reveals the possible.
The possible, a life unbound.
Yes, Nirodha is not somewhere else. It hides in the pause you just met.
But the pause vanishes quickly.
Like morning dew, yet each glimpse teaches the body-mind its natural ease.
How do I rest there longer?
By cultivating 3 friends, letting go, loving kindness, and clear seeing.
Letting go we spoke of by the river opening the fist.
Correct. Loving kindness softens fear of emptiness, and clear seeing guards against confusion.
I will invite these friends. What does cessation feel like when it deepens?
Imagine snow falling at night, sound muted, edges softened, a vast quiet.
Peaceful, yet vibrant.
Vibrant because awareness remains bright, unobstructed by grasping.
Is this what people call nirvana?
Nirvana is profound cessation, no smoke of craving, no flame of aversion, only clear sky.
It sounds final, but also gentle.
Gentle indeed. Some think it annihilation, but it is more like waking from a fever dream.
Waking. The world stays, but fever ends.
Yes, colors may even appear sharper, for delusion no longer clouds the eyes.
Could an ordinary traveler like me fully awaken?
The Buddha was once a traveler too. The path is walked step by patient step.
I feel a new trust forming, as if the mountain itself nods in agreement.
Mountains have witnessed many awakenings. They encourage without words.
Earlier, suffering felt like an endless trail. Now I see a resting place.
Rest, and know the resting place is within, portable as breath.
If craving surges tomorrow,
remember the dusk pause. Recall the snow hush. Lean back into them.
with letting go, loving kindness, and clear seeing beside me.
Exactly. And when freedom flickers, bow to it. Gratitude deepens the flame.
Gratitude. I bow now to you, to this clearing, to the truths.
May your bow be light yet sincere. Humility opens every further gate.
A cool wind brushes my face, as if the mountain blesses the moment.
Feel it fully. In that freshness, no craving clings.
There is only breath, wind, and quiet joy.
That quiet joy is a flavor of cessation. Let it soak into your bones.
I will hold it gently, like fireflies in cupped hands.
And when darkness thickens, release your hands. Let the light roam free.
So freedom shared grows brighter.
Yes. Enlightenment hoarded dims. Enlightenment offered shines.
Thank you, Sage. This dusk feels like dawn inside my heart.
A fine paradox night that births inner sunrise. Keep walking with that glow.
I shall. For now, may we sit in silence together.
We may. Silence will finish the teaching more elegantly than words.
Then I close my eyes. I meet the pause and smile.
May the smile widen into boundless peace, here and in all tomorrows.
Night is settled, Sage. The air is cool, and these little lanterns guide our steps.
Their glow is gentle, like the guidance of the fourth noble truth, the path that ends suffering.
You call it the Eightfold Path, yes?
Yes. 8 bright lanterns lining one steady trail.
Please light them for me, one by one.
The first lantern is right view, seeing life as it truly is, impermanent, interwoven, precious.
Like knowing a lantern's flame will flicker but still warm the night.
Exactly. The second is right intention, choosing thoughts of goodwill, harmlessness, and letting go.
So, before each word or deed, I check the intention behind it.
Yes, intention shapes destiny, just as oil feeds the flame.
I see the next lantern ahead.
That is right speech words that are truthful, kind, and timely.
Sometimes I speak to impress. That dims the light, doesn't it?
It does. Kind truth brightens, empty praise smokes the glass.
And the fourth lantern.
Right action conduct that avoids harm and fosters care. No killing, stealing, or abuse of love.
Actions are louder than words. They cast wider light.
Well said. The fifth is right livelihood, earning one's way without causing suffering.
Even my simple trading on the road must stay honest.
Honesty keeps the lantern clear. Next comes right effort, the steady tending of the mind.
Tending?
Prevent unwholesome states from arising, abandon those that appear, cultivate helpful states, and sustain them.
Like pulling weeds and watering flowers.
Just so. The seventh lantern is right mindfulness, full presence with body, feelings, thoughts, and events.
Mindfulness is the light itself, noticing every step.
Yes. Finally, right concentration collecting the mind into calm stability, like a flame unshaken by wind.
The eighth lantern shines steadily, reflecting in my eyes.
When the eight shine together, the path is clear, even on a moonless night.
It feels a lot to remember. Where do I begin?
Begin with awareness. Each mindful breath already carries seeds of all eight.
Seeds sprout with patient care.
Patience is silent wisdom. Water the seeds daily with small, sincere acts.
For right speech, I can practice gentle words with the next traveler I meet.
A fine start. For right action, offer help without expecting reward.
For right effort, I'll notice when worry sprouts and loosen it early.
Good. Remember, the path is not a race, it is a rhythm.
Step, lantern, breath. Step, lantern, breath.
Let that rhythm lull the restless mind, like a lullaby of wisdom.
I sense calm settling over the forest as if the trees listen too.
They listen in their own still language. Stillness supports every practice.
What if I drop a lantern, lose mindfulness, or speak harshly?
Pick it up, clean the glass, relight. No self-blame, just renewed care.
The path is forgiving.
Always. The Buddha called it a middle way, balanced, compassionate, practical.
Balanced like these lanterns spaced evenly along the trail.
Yes, no extreme darkness or blinding glare, just enough light to see the next step.
Sage, I feel hope swelling in my chest.
Hope, rooted in clear guidance, becomes confidence. Walk on with gentle confidence.
I will. Each lantern reflects in the dewdrops on leaves, multiplying the glow.
So too your practice will reflect in others' hearts. Light spreads quietly.
May I rest here a moment, absorbing the scene.
Rest. Let the glow seep into your bones. Tomorrow, the path will still be here, shining.
Thank you for lighting the lanterns. My steps feel sure, my heart warm.
May your warmth guide you inward and outward until suffering's shadow fades.
I bow to the path, to you and to the silent forest.
And I bow to the seeker within you. Together we honor the fourth noble truth.
The forest is hushed, Sage. Only the bamboo leaves whisper in the dark.
Night amplifies subtle sounds, just as mindfulness reveals subtle truths.
Earlier you spoke of right mindfulness. Can we rest there more fully now?
Yes. Let this quiet hour become a classroom. Sit comfortably, spine tall, yet relaxed.
I settle on the soft moss. The earth feels cool beneath me.
Close the eyes halfway if you wish. First, anchor attention in the body, this living temple.
I notice the weight of my hands on my knees, the slow rise of my chest.
Good. This is the first foundation of mindfulness, contemplation of the body.
But contemplation, not judgment.
Exactly. We observe. We do not grade. Now feel the breath enter the nostrils, travel, and leave.
Like a gentle tide washing the shore of my ribs.
Each tide is unique, yet the ocean remains. Let breath be oceanic vast, forgiving.
A cricket chirps nearby, then stops. I hear its echo inside the silence.
Let sound rise and fall in awareness just as breath does appearing, dissolving.
I sense warmth in my palms, coolness on my cheeks.
Note them softly. Warmth is known. Coolness is known. This simple naming steadies attention.
Warmth known, coolness known.
Now we meet the second foundation, feelings pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral sensations.
My knees ache slightly. That is unpleasant.
Acknowledge it. Here is unpleasant. Do not push it away or clutch it.
Here is unpleasant. It eases as I watch.
Awareness often loosens knots without force. Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral, each a visitor.
And the third foundation.
The mind itself, its moods and tones. Check inside. Cloudy, clear, restless, calm.
Tonight feels calm with a faint current of curiosity.
Name it. Calm with curiosity. By naming, you illuminate without clinging.
Calm with curiosity, the words echo then fade.
Finally, the fourth foundation, Dhamma's patterns such as desire, aversion, sleepiness, or joy.
I sense a subtle pride. I am mindful.
Note it gently. Pride arose. Seeing it clearly dissolves its grip.
Pride arose and slips away like a leaf on water.
Excellent. Mindfulness is a mirror that neither flatters nor distorts.
Sometimes the mirror fogs with thought streams. What then?
Simply notice. Thinking, like labeling clouds, then returning to clear sky.
Thinking. The cloud drifts. Sky returns.
That return is the heartbeat of practice. Wander and come back, each return polishes the mirror.
I hear the wind swirl through the bamboo pole's hollow knocks, soft rustle.
Let the ear be an open gate, not a guard. Sound passes freely. Awareness stays.
I feel space widen inside me, as if the grove grows within my chest.
Spaciousness is the fruit of steady mindfulness. In space, suffering finds no foothold.
Is this spaciousness the same peace we met at dusk?
Related, dusk revealed cessation. Mindfulness is the path leading there repeatedly.
So every mindful moment is a step into freedom.
Yes. String them together, and you weave a robe of calm clarity.
A robe I can wear anywhere.
Precisely. Mindfulness is portable sanctuary.
What if agitation storms in anger, fear?
Meet the storm with the same four foundations. Body, clenched fists. Feeling, unpleasant heat. Mind, agitated. Dhamma, anger present. Seen clearly, storms weaken.
Like turning on a lantern during thunder, we can navigate the room.
Good image. Light does not fight darkness. It reveals exits.
I notice subtle joy blooming, now a quiet smile on my lips.
Recognize it. 2. Joy is here. Enjoy without grasping. Let it flow.
Joy is here, flowing like moonlight across the grove.
Mindfulness turns ordinary moonlight into teaching. Nothing is excluded.
A sage, I feel gratitude rising with the moon.
Gratitude itself can be a meditation dwelling on blessings without possession.
Blessings known. Heart softens.
Let us sit together in shared silence for a few breaths. Be the witness to each moment.
Ah,
How is the mirror now?
clear, calm, reflecting stars between the bamboo stalks.
Remember this clarity. Carry it into sleep, into dawn, into every handshake.
I will. Right mindfulness feels less like effort, more like gentle remembering.
A perfect description. Gentle remembering, alive, tender, awake.
Thank you, Sage. The Grove and I both bow to your guidance.
And I bow to your sincere practice. May mindfulness guard your dreams tonight.
The sky is still dark, Sage, yet I sense morning waiting beyond the hills.
Moments before dawn are gentle invitations. Let us fill them with loving kindness.
You speak of Metta, the warm wish for all beings to be happy?
Yes, Metta is the soft lamp that glows within and shines outward without exhaustion.
How do we light this lamp?
First, by turning toward your own heart with friendliness. Close your eyes and sense your pulse.
I feel a quiet beating, steady like distant drums.
Whisper inward, may I be safe, may I be peaceful, may I dwell in ease.
May I be safe, peaceful, dwell in ease.
Let the words float on breath, not forced, not rushed.
A warmth spreads across my chest, subtle but clear.
That warmth is the lamp's first glow. Keep it company for a few breaths.
And here.
Now picture someone dear, a friend, who smiles easily in your memory.
I see my sister laughing by a stream.
Offer her the same phrases. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you dwell in ease.
May she be safe, peaceful, dwell in ease.
Watch how the heart responds, perhaps brighter, perhaps lighter.
Well, it brightens. Yes, like adding oil to the flame.
Good. Next, think of a neutral person, maybe the innkeeper in the last village.
I recall his calm face as he swept the floor.
Extend the wish to him.
May he be safe, peaceful, dwell in ease.
Notice any shift subtle, sincere.
A gentle respect arises, as though I suddenly know him better.
That respect is Metta weaving threads of kinship. Finally, imagine someone difficult.
That merchant who cheated me of fair price comes to mind. My chest tightens.
Acknowledge the tightness. Here is resistance. Breathe space around it.
Here is resistance. I breathe. Space widens.
Now, softly offer him the same wish. You do not excuse his act. You free your heart from ill will.
May he be safe, peaceful, dwell in ease.
How does the chest feel now?
Less tight. The wish was shaky, but it passed through.
Even a trembling wish plants seeds. Compassion will water them later.
So Metta is not sentimentality. It is deliberate training of goodwill.
Precisely. We practice like archers, drawing the bow of the heart again and again.
Where does the arrow land?
Everywhere. Ultimately, Metta expands to include all beings seen and unseen.
That feels vast, like trying to embrace the horizon.
Begin by picturing the horizon as a circle of light radiating from your chest, expanding with each breath.
Light reaches the bird still sleeping, the fox in its den, the stars dimming overhead.
And even those who trouble you, and those you will never meet.
May all beings be safe, peaceful, dwell in ease.
Repeat it softly. Each repetition polishes the jewel of the heart.
May all beings be safe, peaceful, dwell in ease.
Feel the boundaries blur the sense of me and them dissolving like mist.
There is only warm light, pulsing with breath.
This is Metta's gift. Unity without loss of individuality. Kindness without exhaustion.
Can I carry this feeling into noisy markets and dusty roads?
Yes. Use small reminders, a hand on the heart, a silent phrase, a gentle smile.
If anger flares suddenly,
Pause. Recognize the heat. Offer Metta first to yourself, then to the one who sparked the flame.
Like cooling molten metal before shaping it.
Well pictured. Metta tempers emotions, turning raw ore into patient strength.
I noticed dawn's first blush on the clouds.
Let us send one more wave of loving kindness with the coming light.
May the new day be safe, peaceful, easeful for all.
May the earth, sky, rivers, creatures, and humans thrive in harmony.
The lamp inside me glows steady, no longer a flicker.
Keep it tended. A single steady lamp can guide many travelers.
Thank you, Sage. My heart feels lighter than any pack I carry.
Walk with that lightness. It will make every mile a blessing.
I bow in gratitude to you, to dawn, to all beings.
And I bow to the loving heart blossoming within you. May Metta guard our steps into the morning.
Sage, the morning breeze sends cherry blossoms drifting across the path.
A perfect classroom, young friend. Each petal in flight teaches impermanence, Anicca.
Impermanence. I've heard the word, but today it feels visible.
Yes, the Dharma often arrives on the wind, more vivid than any scroll.
Why must everything change? Part of me wants the blossoms to stay.
That wanting is natural, yet it collides with reality. All conditioned things arise and pass.
Conditioned?
Made of causes, sunlight, rain, soil, time. When causes shift, forms shift.
So the blossoms fall is not tragedy but consequence.
Exactly. And the carpet of petals nourishes next season's growth.
I catch one in my palm. Its color is already fading.
Observe it closely. Softness, fragrance, hue all dissolving as we speak.
A sweet sadness stirs in me.
Sadness arises when the heart resists flow. Let the feeling be known. Here is sadness, then soften.
Here is sadness. It eases when welcomed.
Good. Now widen attention. Notice clouds traveling, bird calls ending, even your breath changing temperature.
Warm in, cool out, never the same breath twice.
Precisely. Impermanence is intimate, not abstract.
If everything changes, is there anything to rely on?
Change itself is reliable. When you trust the river to flow, you stop trying to dam it with bare hands.
Trusting change. That sounds freeing yet frightening.
Freedom and fear often share a doorway. Step through gently.
How does understanding impermanence lessen suffering?
Clinging loosens. You savor beauty without imprisonment, meet loss without despair.
Like enjoying this blossom without trapping it in a box.
Yes, appreciation replaces possession. Gratitude replaces grasping.
And what of the self am I also impermanent?
Thoughts, sensations, roles each passes like petals. The idea of a fixed self is a garland we keep restringing.
If the garland falls apart, what remains?
Clear awareness, spacious, responsive, unburdened by labels.
Awareness feels subtle, like air sensed only when it stirs leaves.
Yet it is always present, witnessing every flutter.
So impermanence points me back to awareness.
Exactly. When forms shift, awareness recognizes the shifting. When clinging drops, awareness stands free.
I watch another petal land on water, ripples form and fade.
See how the pond returns to stillness without complaint. Learn from its acceptance.
Acceptance, not resignation.
Correct. Acceptance is an open palm. Resignation is a closed fist gone limp.
If I practice seeing impermanence daily, will fear of death lessen?
Yes. Small endings prepare the heart for the great transition. Death becomes another blossom falling.
Then life itself is a season of blooming and falling.
A season worth cherishing moment by moment.
The breeze strengthens, petals swirl like pink snow.
Stand, stretch out your arms, let them touch your skin.
They brush my sleeves and stick to my hair. I laugh.
That laughter is wisdom's echo joy that knows the fleeting.
May I recite a vow? To honor each moment as it passes.
Please.
May I meet each arising with wonder, each passing with gratitude.
A noble vow. Etch it on the heart, not on stone. Even vows evolve.
Even vows. Impermanent, too.
Yes, yet meaningful while alive, like the fragrance lingering after petals fall.
I feel lighter, as if the wind carries me along with the blossoms.
Lightness is the gift of yielding to flow. Carry it forward.
Thank you, Sage, for turning a simple morning into deep teaching.
Nature speaks. I only translate. Keep listening, and the whole world becomes scripture.
I will. For now, I watch the last petals drift and whisper goodbye.
And welcome simultaneously for endings, birth, beginnings. Let us walk on.
The lake is so still, Sage. It reflects the sky like polished glass.
A fitting place to explore the deepest mirror, the truth of not-self, Anatta.
Not self. You have hinted at it, yet it remains mysterious to me.
Many find it subtle. Sit with me on this rock. Let the lake teach.
I see my face on the surface, as if another wanderer stares back.
Touch the water lightly.
The image shatters into ripples, my face disappears.
Notice, nothing solid was lost, only an appearance disturbed. The same with the I we cling to.
So the self is like a reflection, convincing, but fragile.
Yes, it is a process, not a possession made of 5 aggregates: body, feeling, perception, mental formations, consciousness.
They feel intertwined. How do I see them separately?
With mindfulness, close your eyes and scan inside.
I sense the body-warm sun on my shoulders.
That is form. Now feelings?
Pleasant warmth, slight stiffness in my knee.
Perceptions?
The sound of waves labeled lapping. Bird call labeled heron.
Mental formations?
A quiet plan to eat when we reach the village, and gratitude for this lesson.
Finally, consciousness, mere knowing of all these.
I can distinguish them, yet together they feel like me.
Observe how they arise and fade. The knee's stiffness shifts even now. Yes.
It lessens as I move.
Feelings change. Perceptions change. Plans change, so how can a permanent owner be found?
When I look, I find only changing pieces, no unchanging core.
That insight is the seed of freedom. Clinging weakens when the clinger cannot be located.
But I still feel a center that says, I am.
That sense is a habit like a chorus that sings automatically. Listen closer. Does the voice stay during dreamless sleep?
No, it vanishes.
Yet life continues. Therefore the chorus is not essential, only habitual.
If there is no solid self, who acts? Who practices the path?
Actions arise from conditions, like wind-raising waves. Choice still functions, but without the burden of ownership.
Ownership is heavy. I sense a lightness when I loosen it.
Lightness is the hallmark of Anatta. Less my pain, more pain is happening.
Pain, without mind does it still hurt.
Sensations remain, but extra layers of resistance fall away. Suffering lessens.
I recall the merchant who cheated me. Anger flared because I felt personally wronged.
Exactly. If you saw only shifting causes his fear, your expectation the flame of me versus him would be small.
Yet compassion could grow, seeing both of us as waves in the same lake.
Beautifully said. Anatta ripens compassion. No separate island needs defense.
Is there a danger of apathy, thinking nothing matters since there's no self?
True understanding breeds care, not indifference. When boundaries soften, others' joy and pain feel closer.
I gaze again at the lake. A dragonfly skims the surface, its reflection chasing it.
See how the lake hosts sky, clouds, dragonfly, without clinging. Mirror, like awareness hosts, experience the same way.
So I practice becoming like the lake, clear, accepting, unattached.
Yes, yet mindful of currents. Wisdom without compassion dries. Compassion without wisdom floods.
Both together keep balance.
Exactly. And both flourish when the illusion of a fixed self thins.
I feel slight dizziness as if a floor beneath me is dissolving.
Common when first peering into Anatta. Ground yourself in breath, in present sounds.
Breathing, hearing ripples. The dizziness passes.
Good. Insight should be paced with kindness. No rush to strip every layer at once.
The lake never hurries, yet it reflects instantly.
A fine model. Be patient, and reflections will clarify on their own.
Sage, if death comes, and there is no solid self, what continues?
Causes continue like one candle lighting another. Karma flows on, patterns reshape.
So responsibility remains, even without a permanent owner.
Yes, actions bear fruit, just not for an immutable entity.
I find that strangely comforting.
Many do. The burden of eternal self drops, yet meaningful action remains.
A breeze crosses the lake. My face blurs again. I smile at the dance.
That smile is wisdom's ripple. Keep smiling gently when reflections change.
Thank you, Sage, for guiding me into deep waters.
And thank you for your courage to look. Let us rise and follow the shoreline back, mirrors within mirrors.
The sun tilts low, Sage. We approach the village we left days ago.
Yes, our circle nears completion, yet the path truly begins here among people, noise, and tasks.
I feel both calm and uncertain. How will the teachings breathe inside busy streets?
Like wind through bamboo unseen, yet heard in every rustle of action. Let us review and weave the strands.
I listen.
First, breathe. The simple anchor you met at the Lotus Pond remains available in any market.
In, out, even with bargaining voices around me.
Exactly. Next, remember the four noble truths. Know suffering, know its cause, trust its end, walk the path.
Their rhythm steadies my step.
Good. Keep the eightfold path as a compass. Right speech will guide your tongue when gossip tempts.
Right action will steer my hands when choices arise.
Right livelihood will remind you to trade fairly. One honest deal is a silent sermon.
I see the lanterns in my mind glimmering along the road.
Let mindfulness be their shared flame. Check in body, feeling, mind, pattern whenever you pause.
And Metta, I wish to keep my heart warm, not guarded.
Begin each dawn with a quiet blessing. May all beings crossing my path be safe and at ease. Soft eyes carry that wish.
I will practice seeing every face as kin, even difficult ones.
Difficult ones are secret teachers. They polish patience and reveal hidden knots.
If knots tighten unexpectedly.
Name them kindly, breathe space around them, recall impermanence. No storm outlasts clear seeing.
And the sense of self my reflection on the lake will surely echo again.
When I feel solid, smile and ask which aggregate is singing now. Curiosity punctures illusion without force.
Curiosity instead of criticism. Gentle.
Gentleness sustains long journeys. Harshness burns fuel quickly.
Sage villagers will ask what I gained in the mountains. What shall I say?
Say you learn to walk lighter and love wider. If they want methods, share a breath, a kind word, a mindful sip of tea.
Simple gifts.
The Dharma travels best in simplicity. Complex sermons often tangle minds.
I notice orange light bathing the fields, each stalk of rice glowing.
See how sunset blesses every leaf equally. Let your kindness fall the same way without selecting.
There is beauty in evenness.
Indeed, the Buddha called it equanimity-balanced warmth that neither clings nor rejects.
Equanimity feels like standing in the river without fighting current.
Good image. From that stance, compassionate action flows naturally, helping where help fits, resting when rest is wise.
If doubts appear,
Bow to them. Doubt questioned kindly becomes investigation. Doubt scolded becomes fog.
investigation keeps the mind bright.
Bright and humble. Wisdom grows when we admit we are always learners.
Sage, you have given me countless seeds. How do I repay?
Plant them. Your life well lived is the only thanks needed.
Then I vow to practice not as duty alone, but as gratitude in motion.
A beautiful vow. Remember, stumble is part of walking. Each stumble seen clearly becomes another lesson.
I will rise gently when I fall.
And offer the same gentleness to others who stumble alongside you.
The village roofs shine ahead, catching last light.
Soon the street lamps will replace the sun. Inner lamps must then stay lit.
My inner lamp feels steady, though small.
A small, steady flame outlives a roaring blaze. Protect it with mindfulness, feed it with metta.
I breathe, and the flame brightens a little.
Good. Let us pause and share a final silent breath before we cross the bridge.
Ari,
What do you feel?
grounded, open, ready to serve.
Then the teachings have landed. Walk on, young friend, and let everyday footsteps leave gentle prints of wisdom.
Thank you, Sage. Wherever I walk, your guidance walks within me.
And whenever you meet the present moment, you will meet the Buddha in your own heart.
I bow.
May our bows ripple outward, blessing the village, the fields, and every wandering mind.